Hi there. Can you tell me who you are and who you're with?
Sure, I'm Andrew Sharp, and I'm the Director of Outreach at PennFuture, which is a statewide environmental advocacy firm here in Pennsylvania.
Your group just had a very informative luncheon meeting here today on the incoming governor, Mr. Wolf, and a number of people participated in a panel discussion, including yourself. What did you take away from the panel discussion? What were your main contributions to it, and what did you learn from the others?
So I think we talked a lot about the election and the past election and what that meant and what that said. And I think folks said there was obviously a lot of interest around the severance tax and Corbett's unwillingness to tax industry. But I think largely folks felt that there was that this generally was a referendum on Governor Corbett's handling of the economy, of the gas industry, and frankly, it wasn't very favorable. About 70% of voters support a severance tax. Obviously, he's been sort of defined by his friends in industry. He's been taken, I think, largely a hands-off approach with industry, and I think voters have taken note of that. A few of the other take-homes, I think, are sort of what we expect out of Tom Wolf,
right,
in his first 100 days and in his first year, and certainly chief among them is going to be the severance tax. That's going to be probably a fight that's going to happen in the legislature, but there's a lot of other things that Tom Wolf can do through his executive authority and through regulation and through the various regulatory agencies that he will control. So there's something like the reinstating a moratorium on drilling in public lands, moving on methane regulations. Right now, methane is leaking across the natural gas production and transmission sector. States like Colorado have moved ahead with comprehensive oil and gas air regulations. They're the first state to directly regulate methane. So we're looking for the governor in his first 100 days to initiate a process to start on an oil and gas air regulation that would include strong regulations on methane emissions leaking from natural gas wells.
And he's going to have some challenges ahead, obviously. You've got a pretty conservative legislature here, state legislature. And in fact, it may have gotten even a little bit more conservative, and you had more Republicans elected in the last race. How can he get things through this legislature, a Democrat with a solid Republican legislature?
So I don't think it's going to be easy. I mean, there's going to be a lot of political give and take. The legislature is conservative and looks to have gotten a bit more conservative during this last election. But I said this on the panel today. Perhaps I'm a naive optimist, but compromise is possible. During the last Democratic administration, we had a Growing Greener 2, which is $600 million for parks and green spaces. We got through the Alternative Energy Portfolio Standard through a Republican Senate. We had Act 129, which was an energy efficiency plan that saves taxpayers $300 million a year in energy savings each year. And again, those were through Republican Senate. So I think this is possible. It's not going to be easy, and there's going to need to be probably some horse trading, but Governor Wolf can do a lot through his executive authority, and we're confident that the legislature will move on some of these pieces. Luckily we have a backstop now in Governor Wolf, so any bad bills that move through the legislature are likely to end up on the governor's desk and be dead on arrival, which is welcome news to us. But I think Governor Wolf understands the spirit of compromise. He comes from the private sector. He has a history of bringing people together from different backgrounds. I don't think he's particularly ideological. So I think all of these things portend a better relationship with the legislature than Governor Corbett did.
Well, thank you very much. And I wonder if you could tell me, how would people who would want to learn more about PennFuture find you?
Sure. So you can go to our website, pennfuture.org, or you can find us on Facebook, PennFuture, or on Twitter, at PennFuture. We do a lot of tweeting. We're on Facebook. Obviously, our website has a lot of information. I think the best way to keep up with us would be to go to our website and sign up for our weekly blogazine. It's called Talkback. We send it every Thursday. It has about 6 or 8 blog posts, headlines, some news items, some smaller local community kind of thing, sort of a real mix of what work we're doing throughout the state. As I said, we have offices in Harrisburg, Pittsburgh, Wilkes-Barre, and Philadelphia. So we're really doing work around the state, and I think our blogs really show that off.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.